Hey everyone, good afternoon. Today's Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. It's the 15th day, I think, of my $2,000 to $100,000 stock market challenge. If you've been watching the videos, you'll know it's not going as well as I had hoped or as I had started out the year. I took some big hits last week, took a few days off, took off yesterday. Today, I didn't find anything good that I liked, so I'm only trading A quality A1 setups because of my account size right now is I'm back basically to square one where I started. And earlier in the year, there were just a lot of more A1 setups going on, and right now it seems like the market is it's getting sketchy out there. Things were moving up and then up and up earlier this year, and now things are moving up and then crashing down, moving up, crashing down. Things aren't sustaining as they were at the first week and a half of January. So I'm definitely taking caution. I've been trading with a lot smaller share size. Today I didn't even take a trade. I took an I took an Apple option call. And of course, that one went sideways and then down on me too. So I lost money there. I lost about $210 on that trade. It's just absurd. I think from now on, whatever I get involved in, I'm gonna put out a tweet to the world to let them know that I bought, an Apple call or I bought this stock, and so to go ahead and short it, immediately because that's how things go. So as soon as I get in. It seems like bad things are start to happen. But that's obviously not the case. That's fine. Whatever things happen, gonna keep grinding. My opportunity will come eventually, and when it does come, I'm gonna get aggressive and make some freaking money. So today's leading gapper was RGSE. It was out on the tariff news that Trump was increasing tariffs on Chinese imports, specifically solar panels. This is a solar panel company. It's a small float, small cap. So you'd think would be impacted heavily. You can see the pre-market. Um, Here's the pre-market activity from yesterday. We had this gap up, sell off, sustain, consolidate, gap up this morning, sell off, sustain, consolidate. It's consolidating here around the 200. Um, and so, I didn't really like this one, mainly because there was already tons of shares traded in the pre-market session. I want to say like over 1 million shares had already been traded pre-market. So I was already a little cautious because I thought people would be looking to get out and just sell at the open. Especially people who bought here, 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 here. Any pop up, they're going to be making an exit if they didn't already make their exit in the pre-market. So things, market opens up, and just look at this. Like you can't really trade this. Your only clearance is down here. And this isn't even like this is just gambling, in my opinion, if you take this trade. Maybe on this through here, you would have some clearance from here up to here at the top of this red candle. But yeah, look at this sell volume here. So it opens up down here at 158, spikes up to 169. You got a dime right here. You got 10 cents of profit if you time your trade perfect. Um, you can make that, but that's still gambling. Like you see, this was a big sell-off here and it opened lower, so it could have just continued to flush down. You never know with these things. I learned my lesson on buying the first minute candle. I usually wait for things to settle to see what the range is going to look like before I make an entry. But even then, you would have had this to work with. It's below all the averages. It's not smart because it could have hit this and bounced down lower. Um, so anyway, across the VWAP. So even then, you have from 163, your best exit would have been 175. So again, another 10 cent. This thing just wasn't giving you much to work with. Um, you know, it wasn't a good clean trade. The other leading gapper this morning was CNET, and this one had a little better pattern to work with here on the chart. After hours yesterday didn't do anything. It was just kind of flat. And then you can see this morning it gaps up, it does a fade, but this is like a healthy fade, right? You see it doesn't break down. It just kind of consolidates back towards the 9 and then ramps up, consolidates on the 9, and then this kind of slow grind up. And then a little sell off, boom, boom, consolidating, and then a ramp up into the open. And then breaks the pre-market high. You think, oh man, this is great. Got profit coming my way. It's going to keep shooting higher and higher. Nope. Stops at 527, crashes down, closes at 492, and just washes out. Again, not a clean looking trade. Very choppy, very dangerous to get involved in a trade like that. So, after I saw that candle plus was going on with RGSE, I was content on just watching the high of day Momo scanner, and that gave me nothing. So not one single stock popped up on my scanner of stocks that were making big moves that were low float. So I just kind of hung out, waited for that to happen, and got super bored. Was watching SPY, watching Apple. So I saw Apple, and on the 5-minute chart here, I watch Apple like every day just because it's so heavily traded, and I like to play the options on it because it can make big moves intraday. So I was watching this chart here, and I saw it just crank up here to 178 after bouncing off this level of support / resistance that I had marked out from like 4 sessions ago. And it was just a random intraday resistance that I had marked, and I just never removed the drawing, and it looks like it's actually become an important line. You can see it just keeps hitting this and bouncing. I did it again yesterday, hit it a few times and bounced off of it. So turns out that's quite an important level there. So anyways, hit that, bounced up, big move there, consolidated towards the 9, big move up again, consolidated. So at this point in time, I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy 180 call because that was the previous high. That was the market high, or whatever, all-time high was 180, and Apple's been known to make a big run up right before their earnings. So I thought it could at least get to that 180 level. So I bought the 180 calls for Friday expiration. Bought it here on this doji candle, thinking it was going to go higher. It did go higher. It sold off, but didn't cut into my profit too much. Bounced off of this level, grinded up higher, grinding higher, grinding higher. At this point here, I'm up about $180, and I'm thinking I'm going to hold this for a swing into tomorrow because it's probably going to open higher at this level, and it's going to touch the 179.50. It's probably going to move to 180 intraday tomorrow, and then Thursday, Friday could break 180, and my call will be hugely profitable. And then this happened. It just fell off a cliff. So I sold it on this VWAP play right here for a loss of $200. So I went up from being up 200, or being up 170, 180, to then selling it for a loss of 210. So I'm down 210 today on my challenge from this Apple option craziness. So you can see it was smart to sell it at the VWAP because it did that dead cat bounce, dropped again, another dead cat bounce into the close, and it's still moving lower. It's moving below my previous line, so that's a bad sign if it broke down through that. I expect tomorrow to open at that line and then move lower. I'm surprised this thing actually didn't close at a loss, and it was up about $2 today, and somehow closed down or up only 4 cents all the way. So the market's been crazy. I've not been on on the right side of it lately. So hoping to just stay the course, do what I know is right, and stay in there, wait for the right time for A plus setup, make my move, and take my profit, move on. That's what I need to do. Just whatever the market gives me, I need to take it and not hold on too long to try to be greedy and make it all back in one move. So if you like these videos, you want to see more, you want to keep following my journey, I'm still staying alive somehow, still keeping at it. Feel free to please subscribe and like the video, comment, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.